Hello all you amazing people, and remember you're always amazing because you clicked on a small YouTuber's video. We're at 584 subscribers. We're only 16 away from 600. It would really be appreciated if you did subscribe. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a survey. I think version 2.8 was like really good, to be honest. Okay, so apparently it's a survey about the entire version rather than just like, the second half of it. But I'm going to say somewhat satisfied. The only thing I think they could have done is give us better rewards for the events. I don't think it's that bad. That's about the only thing that they could have done. Tower Fantasy, a game that I've been playing a lot, like insane amounts, they're very generous. To be fair, I am searching literally every single chest, but then again, I've searched every chest in Genshin Impact, whereas in that game, they give you 20 per chest you open, right, at minimum, and then 50 on a good chest. And then they also give you pulls on the standard banner always. There's like a non-pity standard banner. I feel like if Genshin added a non-pity standard banner, people would go like ludicrous. The rates for their standard banner that's not pity is 0.3 for an SSR, so it's not really that high. But we do have these events, and I feel like they need to be more generous. Otherwise, Tower Fantasy might actually, be good competition. I don't think that it is, but it could end up evolving into good competition. Overall, how satisfied are you with the Golden Apple Archipelago? Like I said, somewhat satisfied. I don't like how some of the chests that you had to go search, because I'm in the middle of searching all the chests because we only have 3 days. I don't like how they're like, oh, well, you have to switch the realm layout. That is so annoying. To tell you right now, like, that is the most annoying thing ever. I don't understand why they did that. That is dumb and stupid. I hate it so much. If you didn't actually, look it up, I don't understand how you're supposed to figure that out. The storyline. I like that it gave us an insight to why these characters are the way that they are. It kind of did a plot twist of Mona being rich. I can't say that it was, like, a great storyline. Honestly, it really didn't do anything. I'm going to say somewhat satisfied just because it really didn't do anything for, like, the actual story, basically at all. How satisfied are you with the music of this version of the game? I mean, I always like their music. It is very nice. Combat experience. Now that I've experienced Tower Fantasies, wow, Genshin. I am, like, Tower Fantasy, yeah, like I said, somewhat satisfied. There's things that they need to improve, but there's like it is part of like the core. Like you would have to change how the combat style is completely, because as it stands right now, all you really do is just pop your burst, switch to your main DPS, and then slash. That's all that happens. Whereas you're constantly rotating in Tower Fantasy, you're like, doing like these smooth, nice combos that don't feel clunky. And I don't really understand, like, how did Tower Fantasy do that and just have it be almost perfect? And then we come over here to Genshin, and now I realize, this sucks. Because all it is nowadays is just spam your burst in Spiral Abyss. Spam them, spam them, spam them. There's no, like, half the time it feels like the bursts are doing more damage than your actual DPS. I can understand, they're completely different, but I feel like, honestly, the way that Tower Fantasy did it was way better. Okay, now we get into the events. I mean, it would have to be somewhat satisfied. The overall, how satisfied you're with the version events. Summertime Odyssey, awful. Summertime Odyssey was awful. They did not give enough primos. People should not be expected to go and search all the chests in the Golden Apple Archipelago. That is not good. No. That's not good. I forget where Resonating Visions is. Overall, how satisfied you with Summertime Odyssey? Somewhat. The rewards left to be desired. The following questions about resonance. Yep. The following statements best describe I know of this event. I was interested, and I did participate, and then it kind of just killed me. Very unsatisfied. It was pretty bad. Like, it was, yeah, no. I'm just going to pick this because this is the reason why it was so easy. I'm telling you right now, this is the reason why. Because they had to scale it for everybody's skill level. So they went and looked at the lowest of low players and were like, this is how we're scaling it. They did not care that these people have been playing the game for a year. Also, we're going to play this event. Newer players probably had a better time doing this event because there was probably more suspense. But then again, if they got matched up with a year player, then that year player is going to just try and sweep the entire event. I'm also going to say this, if we're talking about the single hilly churls that they spawned also, yeah, that was pretty bad. I did get confused by this a little bit, so I guess I will actually pick that. It was like one time, but I mean, Overall, event rewards. Somewhat unsatisfied. Clarity of rule and prompts. Somewhat satisfied. The time required to earn rewards you wanted. Somewhat. The joy of this event. Very unsatisfied. I did not like this. It was so bad. We've never had the words, the joy of this event, written into an event review. They know people didn't like that event. Resonating visions. Oh, this was just the free official. Okay. Alright, cool. Very satisfied. I mean, I'm going to say somewhat unsatisfied just because going around and collecting clams or conches, it wasn't fun. Overall, how satisfied are you with the following characters? You. I'm going to say neutral, honestly. But, I love Kazuha. Yoimiya needs her ICD fixed. And then Klee, it's clunky, but I've never actually played as her, so I don't know. How satisfied are you with Heizo? I would say somewhat satisfied. He's not like amazing top tier DPS, but he can definitely do some good damage. I'm honestly... We got Summit Shaper and Lost Prayer of the Sacred Winds. I'm going to say unsatisfied. Because Thundering Pulse, that's good, and Freedom Sworn, that's good. But these two are... What? What do you want? These two? Like... Lost Prayer of the Sacred Winds is a standard banner, which is why I don't like it. I don't like it being on the banner. How do you feel about the effort required for character leveling in this game? Very unsatisfied. I hope they don't want to add more, because that is a possibility. There is a chance that whenever they're asking this question, they think that it's like, oh, people want more ways to increase their character's power. However, what I'm saying is, I don't like how there's talents, artifacts, weapons, and that's about it. But still, there's 3 things that you need to do, and then also character level, right? But there's 4 things, right? I don't understand why talents and artifacts are some of the hardest things there is. Like, the first 2, that's pretty easy. It's easy. It really is. The weapon especially. The weapon's like what, 2 days worth of work, right? Artifacts. That's never happening. You're never getting your perfect artifacts. It's gone. It's over. It's never happening. And then you go to talents, and that takes like a month to do. A lot of resin. Very annoying. How satisfied are you with the wish system? Somewhat unsatisfied. I'm saying this now. I play Tower of Fantasy. Their pity doesn't reset when you pull an SSR. Imagine if that happened on Genshin. People would go crazy. Or, I don't want to get a 5-star and reset my pity for this character that I've been saving up for. Just go until you don't hit pity. Just do that. Then you can have that 5-star that you want, and then you can also try and go for pity on the other 5-star. Why not? It's amazing the way that works. And then also it's 80. And then for the weapon banner, matrix banner, their matrix banner is equivalent to weapon banner, and it's only 40. And its pity doesn't reset. And it's like a 1% chance, like a 1.7% chance for you to actually get an SSR. The rates for that game are insanely generous. So yeah, that's why I'm saying somewhat unsatisfied. I don't understand what this question is. Why do they always ask it? There's no benefits to this version of the game. Unless you're talking about the primos that we earned in this version, I'm just going to say neutral. Well, I guess this is a better option for me. I just don't even understand what they're saying. With the game language, yeah, this is very satisfied. Nothing, unless it was, I believe, Bennett C6 that I recently learned from Moga. It's a 15% pyro damage just across the board. And I'm like, oh, I'm never going to C6 him, but that's a cool thing to know. I'll never have to C6 him. How satisfied are you with the voiceover in the game? I mean, I didn't really hear any problems with the mic. How we heard in the Iridori Festival, I believe is what it's called. This co-op experience. Well, we all did have to play co-op, so there's no way to say, oh, co-op experience. Okay, how about we add an event that's really hard, but you can play with 4 players, and then it makes it really easy. Or maybe you can play with like 10 players or something like that, right? You can all use your 4 characters. This is not based on Tower Fantasy whatsoever in how, you know, certain events in Tower Fantasy, they're basically forcing you into co-op. But it's a pretty good co-op experience, to be fair. But in terms of Genshin's co-op experience, not so cool. It's like, I'm just sat there like, oh, well, now all the bosses are harder than I was at the beginning, so it's like, I don't really want to play with people. Whereas if we add in a difficult event that's just actually difficult, and we have like 10 players able to go into it, and, you know, you just hide the other players' effects, you know, to prevent lag and stuff, and then basically this is just this one boss, and, you know, it's a pretty good reward. Let's just say it's guaranteed like 3 gold artifacts or something. It's just something along those lines. It would be nice if that's like a new weekly thing that we can do, and hopefully it won't cost resin, hopefully. But yeah, I think that would be amazing if they did that, because in Tower Fantasy, those are like the content that I love. Doing the new world bosses, because the world bosses require you to be in co-op too, and I just like it. The security, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty good. I've never heard of it. Yes, I've never heard of Hoyoverse, even though as soon as I log into the game, they pop their logo right in front of my face. I'm just gonna say unsatisfied. I've got no other words. There we go. Survey complete. Sorry for anybody who was watching this at night and got a flashbang when I popped this open, by the way. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.